City-issued ID cards for immigrants. It's one of 27 recommendations before City Council tonight.
The goal is to make Charlotte more immigrant-friendly, but not everyone is on board. WCCB Charlotte's Adrina Bigas is live in our newsroom tonight with more on the recommendations and the pushback, Adrina. Right now, immigrants in Charlotte are being arrested for not having identification. Some can't volunteer in their kids' schools without an ID. That's why a city immigration task force is asking council to consider some new measures. But some council members say there are consequences to becoming a, quote, safe haven for immigrants. This is an example of a municipal identification card that Charlotte's Immigration Integration Task Force wants City Council to consider. Supporters say it would make it easier and safer for immigrants to live in Charlotte.
The municipal ID must not have any markers that would indicate the holder's immigration status.
My main emphasis was to make sure that we make the right distinction between documented and undocumented immigrants. There are federal laws in place. We need to respect them.
Latest numbers from the U.S. Census Bureau show immigrants make up 15% of Charlotte's population, documented and undocumented. That's just under 114,000 people.
They've been working here for the last 20 years, and nobody's asked whether they're documented or not documented. When the immigrants building the house or cooking your dinner.
The task force says they need protection. Right now, an immigrant can be arrested if they're pulled over by police and don't have an ID. Many families don't report crime for the same reason.
I found out this weekend that both the sheriff and the chief of police are in support of a lot of these measures, including the ID card.
The task force also has 26 other recommendations. They include creating international corridors that could help draw money and economic development in areas like Central Avenue and South Boulevard with large immigrant populations. Create a fair housing or code enforcement team to respond to immigrant housing issues. And work with local schools to create or expand dual language pre-K classes. Some council members worry about where the money would come from to start the programs and make and distribute ID cards.
Right now we're strapped for cash, as you may know, in our budget process, so we can't identify any funds at the moment that might be available for this.
Greensboro is the closest city to Charlotte that has a municipal ID card. They are $10 and immigrants can use them to get a library card, pay water bills, and police do recognize the IDs. Live in the newsroom, Adrina Bigas, WCCB News.